Hey everybody, this is Miss Florida Hot Picks here, giving you guys update looking at the Pick 3 workouts for various states. And I want to share with you, I've been tracking. So when I hear people say, well, Miss Florida, this is not working or that's not working, I'm like, well, let's check this out. All right. So I want to share with you a few states here. When you see these vertical triples, or the triples coming straight across your rundowns, you may want to pay close attention. And I mean close attention. Because if you're not, you can literally miss something really simple right in front of you. That's why I like this strategy. A lot of people just kind of look over it and buzz over it. And then when they start seeing that these things are popping up, not that I can guarantee they don't pop up every draw, which is another reason you need to keep up your daily list for your state, your area, so that when you see these, it can flag and say, hold on, there might be something here. Okay, so let's start with the first state here, Illinois. October 7th, midday, the hit was 1, 2, 3. Okay, and when you put it into the 317 rundown, you're going to notice there's triples going up. You have 444, 999. Okay, now a lot of times I like to look at these, like I said, and use them as an actual list for the next upcoming days to see if they'll come straight across. Some of the hits may come straight across, or if they'll come vertically, like that 751 or that 137. Okay, well, on October 10th midday for Illinois, 922 hit. Where is it at? It's sitting straight across on the rundown. Bam! Yep. Straight across. So pay attention. Here's another tip. Sometimes these can be used as date sums. If you add October 10th together, what do you get, guys? 10 plus 10 equals 20, right? The date sum would be 0. On the left side here, there's 5s and 0s. This could be an indicator, Illinois, that your numbers may be left side or right side. See which one they like. May be a date sum number, letting you know when this list could be hot. Again, I can't guarantee that, but backtrack it. Start keeping track to see how the numbers coming off the list and how they're measuring up, comparing those mirrors or doubles on the left or right side. Sometimes some states will even use the vertical itself as a date sum number. Okay, hint, 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 hint. Let's look at California. This was October 9th, midday, hit was 781. Again, we have 222, 777. All right. Now, for this one, pay close attention to it, okay? Because I actually missed this on one of the lists. Now, remember I told you some states like the verticals, the vertical. Look at this 460 very closely, California. This 460 could be mirrored as what? 654. Okay. It can also be 415. Or 451, depending how you look at it. You see it's locked in either way, right? So let's look at it this way. You got your 460 again, going up 654. Or you can say 456, 451. 451. There's your 451 right there. So pay attention, California. Another thing, this came October 10th. The date sum would be 0. If you add that, right, that would be 0. Guess where? The date sum's on the right side here. So California, pay attention to see if the date sums will continue on the right side, or if they'll switch left, or if they'll use the vertical itself. Those are the things to pay attention. I get that all the time. Well, Miss Florida, the numbers may good, but what will they hit? You have to study, because sometimes, depending on your state, they may have a preference of that. And the only way you're going to know is to make sure you're using good notes and copying everything daily. Okay. Florida, my home state, October 8th, midday. The hit was 658. Now, you notice something different here, right? the false trips are running straight across. Okay. Now, I always say when you see these, it's nice to play the list of numbers. I notice, though, for some states, they're either sticking to the numbers on top or on bottom. Okay? On top or on bottom. The thing is, when they stick this, you notice the states are sticking to those numbers on top of the bottom. Be careful, because they like to mirror, just like that vertical I showed you in California. They may like to mirror as well. Look at this 589 for Florida, right underneath the triple, false trip. 589 can also be mirrored to what? 890, or 593. Well, guess what? October 10th, midday, 809. Right there. Here's another tip. We're going to see how hot this is. I don't want to say too much, but I know I need to. I noticed for Florida, are you guys in Florida? Get a marker that actually works. Okay. The date sum, this came out 10-10. Again, another date sum of 0. Okay. Another date sum of 0. Now, I'm noticing for Florida, the doubles or the mirrors on the right side could be indicators of our date sums. Okay? So let me make sure I mark your date sums in pink here, so you kind of know how to reference that. Something I noticed for Florida, okay? So I've seen a few more false trips coming up, and I'm looking at these numbers to see if they will continue to stay a date sum number for us. All right, pay attention to that. Louisiana, I've been hearing a lot of people tell me, Miss Florida, Louisiana ain't kicking. This stuff don't work for Louisiana. Lies. October 7th, Louisiana hit 792. Remember, I told you, pay attention to your state. See, when you see this, what do they like? Do they like using the numbers going straight across? Or do they like using the verticals? Well, Louisiana, look straight across. 861. Hit as 816. Yep. Bam. Bam and bam. Now, as far as the date sum number, that's a little tricky. Because if you add the date sum number, that would be 10 plus 8, which is 18. 8 would be the date sum number. I see doubles on the right side, okay? I don't see them left or right. So that could be an indicator for you guys in Louisiana, okay? And you notice that 88 hit that 861. So that could be a way you may want to look at your date sum numbers if you happen to see this, okay? And again, that was on the right side of that mirror. Those doubles going slanted this time. Again, you have to study your rundowns and kind of see what are they like using. And when you keep seeing something repeat, honey, that's a pattern, okay? All right, let's look at Mississippi. This is another one. Miss Florida, ain't nothing happening in Mississippi. What? Lies you said? October 7th evening, the hit was 384. Again, Louisiana, Mississippi, pay attention. Going straight across. Again, you can use this list straight across, and maybe the numbers like to go vertical. Number was straight across, baby. 146. Is not that the same as 416? And pay attention to this. Look at y'all date sum. 50. Touching. So Louisiana, Mississippi, y'all may want to pay attention to that. Both of you guys had hits going straight across. And your date sum number, remember, 10 plus 10 is 20. That 0 is the date sum number. And it comes right off of a double or mirror. And it literally leads right into it. Pay attention, okay? Y'all be looking over these videos. It's about, oh, there's nothing on my state. Pay attention to this stuff when I'm trying to break this stuff down, because there's so many states to go over. And as soon as y'all, bypass, so this is not working, I'm tracking. That's what I'm doing. That's why this takes work. So when I hear people say, oh, this doesn't work, and I can go back and say, really? Okay? And I'm not getting on anybody, but I'm telling you, pay attention to your stuff. Okay? You should know your state better than anybody. Okay? But you got to pay attention and take good notes. Let's look at Maryland. October 7th evening, we had a triple 994-449, right? That false trip. Now, remember I said, when you see these, sometimes you could just use the list of numbers for a few days. 063 came as 036, right here, right straight across. Now, look at the date sum number where they're at. Look at this 05 pair. Runs right into that pair. Remember that date sum for Maryland, 10 plus 10 is what? 0. So pay attention. Not every date sum may run left or right. Sometimes they're slanted. You see that's on the left side. Pay attention. Even other things, when you're looking for date sum numbers, look and see if yours is slanted on the left side, Maryland. Okay? Let's look at I thought I had something for Puerto Rico, but nah, I had to scratch that out. But I do have a video coming up for Puerto Rico. So anybody in the group, I don't think we have anybody in the group yet for Puerto Rico, but that video will be up for viewing before it goes to the public. So Texas, October 7th, I believe the night game, they had 379. Okay. And remember, I said some states like them verticals. This is one of them. Texas, be careful. Look at this. 512, 521. Now look at this. Look at the date sum on the right side. Look at the date sum on the right side. 5 is 0. Remember that date sum 10 plus 10. Happen to be doubles here. Okay, so what am I telling you? Pay attention. Pay attention, guys. The stuff is here. The stuff is here. Be patient, work it out, continue doing the work, and the work will speak for itself. Because there's some people, they have taken off with this pattern. I mean, they're really doing well with this. So yeah, definitely. So hopefully, make sure you guys look up some other, if your state wasn't on here, that's okay. Be looking out for the upcoming ones that I have, and even the ones I posted a couple days and may have your state. Make sure you're looking at these, okay? And as soon as your state is, zoom in, all right? I hope this was helpful. You guys have a good one. I'll see you in the next one.